Sci-Fi Sunday Night is coming up. Well, I know you enjoyed that episode of Enterprise, but we've got another one coming up. Oh, hi, I'm Kerry Jackson from X96's Radio from Hell Show, and this is Sci-Fi Sunday Night. And tonight we're coming to you from a very geeky place. Some place I've been many, many times in my life, and that is camping out in line for Star Wars tickets. Yes, I did it back in 1980 with The Empire Strikes Back, and I'm doing it again with Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And a whole lot of people are here camped out at the SCERA Theater. They've been here for about a week now. They're really starting to smell, I have to be honest with you, but they're good people. We're going to be talking to them coming up. I'm going to take you right inside their tent city, the geek tent city that they have set up here. It's just incredible. The SCERA Theater in Orem. We want to thank them for letting us do this, by the way. Sci-Fi Sunday Night tonight. You've got an episode of Enterprise coming up next where Trip and Archer are lost in the desert. Oh, I hope they don't turn to cannibalism. It's Sci-Fi Sunday Night on KPNZ. These hot dogs are strong with the dark side of the Force. You're watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night on Z24. It's Sci-Fi Sunday Night. We're waiting in line to get Star Wars tickets. I'm Kerry Jackson. This is, what's your name?
My name is Casey.
And Casey's got this whole theory on Anakin and his glare from from Phantom Menace.
That's right. I just think that George Lucas and all of his brilliance, he showed that with the kid that he would keep glaring periodically, like when he was before the Jedi Council.
An evil stare.
Yeah,
right?
Just showing that he had some anger inside. He did have
you know what Lucas calls that stink eye. Sci-Fi Sunday Night on Z24. Hey, you're watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night. I'm Kerry Jackson from X96. We're in line with a bunch of geeks. I love these people. For Episode 2, Star Wars 2, it's Attack of the
Clones.
Star Wars 2, Electric Boogaloo.
No.
What's your name?
Mark.
Mark, first of all, get a look at this shirt. I love this shirt. Mark, how long have you been in line?
Since Friday.
Since Friday, so that's a couple of weeks now. That's a couple of weeks now, right? But you don't stink yet, Mark.
Yeah, I went home and took a shower.
And we got the tent city set up. What are you guys doing to where do you go to the bathroom?
Sometimes they let us in at SCERA, otherwise we have to go down to the Maverick.
The Maverick, very nice of them. We're at the SCERA Theater, by the way. Is this your first line? Are you a line veteran?
Oh, I stood in line for the re-release of Return of the Jedi and the last time for Episode 1.
These kids are so young. 1980, Empire Strikes Back. Tiffany here is married to a geek. Tiffany's an anomaly, a pretty girl in a Star Wars line. I don't get it either. How long have you been married to your husband?
7 years now.
7 years, and they're both geeks, and they both enjoy Star Wars and Star Trek as well, right?
Yes.
Now we're going to watch Deep Space Nine coming up. It's an episode called The Ascent. It's the Odd Couple episode. We're corking up.
I know this one well.
Stuck on the mountain, and for an episode called The Ascent, there's very
far.
There's very little climbing up in this episode. We're going to start the sequence right now where Odo violates Quark's legal and civil rights to the extreme. It's Sci-Fi Sunday Night, Z24. We're in line to see Star Wars. We're going to get these. Did you know you can buy these online? You don't have to do this.
I know, but it's the experience.
It's the experience. Z24 TV, Sci-Fi Sunday Night. Girls, please don't fight over me. I love geeks. You're watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night on Z24. You're watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night on Z24. It's Mother's Day, and there are mothers waiting in line to get tickets to Star Wars. But you're a line veteran, aren't you?
Yes.
How many lines now?
2.
2 lines? And your first one, your son convinced you to come down with him, right?
Yes, actually the whole family did.
How did he convince you to come down and wait in line with him? That's amazing.
I told all of them that they could not go and stand in a line like that and waste all that time for 3 weeks without getting anything done. And so they said, Mom, come down and see what we're doing. And so I went down. I loved it. We stood in line for 3 weeks in the rain and totally enjoyed it. We passed, my son Jesse passed out donuts. My son Ty.
No, see, that is a Mother's Day story. I love that. You see, my mother just said, it's a damn movie. You're watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night on Z24 TV. You're watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night on Z24 TV, and I want to thank the writers of Star Trek here on this episode, The Ascent, for the Orion plot device bomb that just happened about 20 minutes ago. It blows up in your face, doesn't hurt you, but it destroys everything you need to survive on a planet. It's Mother's Day. We're waiting in line for Star Wars tickets here at the SCERA Theater. Your mom's here tonight, right?
My mom is here, yes.
And you're a mom.
And I'm a mom as well.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you very much.
Star Wars style.
Thank you.
We're going to do a thing called the Geek Off. Now, this is Tiffany. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you guys who listen to the radio from Hell Show know Punk and Punk's movie reviews. This is Punk making his TV debut, and Punk is the ultimate Star Wars geek, right?
Yeah, I sit in my room a lot.
He's not lying. That's all. I love this guy, but man, girls, please.
Somebody help me!
Somebody save him. Somebody help him. We're going to do a Geek Off because Tiffany, I found out, Punk, is really, really good at Star Wars trivia. So I'm going to give you a topic. You guys go on it. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'll start with Tiffany. Cantina aliens, go.
Hammerhead.
And Danzin.
The Cantina Band.
Boshek.
Chewbacca.
Momon Adon.
Ben Kenobi.
Not an alien. I'm sorry you lose. What do you think, Punk?
Well, he's not from that planet, so technically he is.
You got to give...
That planet.
That's true.
Well, you got to give...
Decide what's an alien and what isn't.
I'm deciding... Punk needs one in the win column, believe me. So let's give this one... Yeah! There's some good people waiting here in line at the SCERA Theater to get tickets to see Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. We're going to take you back now to the finish up this Deep Space Nine episode that I love so much. It's called The Ascent. It's Sci-Fi Sunday night on Z24 TV. Well, I thought that was an excellent episode of Deep Space Nine, even though the whole Odd Couple thing kind of bothered me. You're watching Sci-Fi Sunday night on Z24, and we're waiting in line to get Star Wars tickets here at the SCERA Theater. In my day, when we waited in line, all we had was the sidewalk. Look at what these guys have done. Look at this setup you wouldn't believe here. They got the lounge chairs. Over here, they got the PlayStation set up with the TV, and they got all the TV set. They got a heater. I never had that when I waited in line for Empire Strikes Back. Let's go and talk to these guys. Of course, it was 1980. It was, it was new to everybody. I want to talk to these guys. What's your name?
Jason, Ron.
And admittedly, geeks, you're first in line, right?
Sure thing.
Do people treat you differently because you're a geek?
Yeah.
These guys are great, aren't they? It's Mother's Day. And these guys are down here waiting in line for Star Wars tickets. Let's go and talk to the rest of these people here in line here. Well, these are good people, believe it or not, waiting in line here for Star Wars tickets. I know they may not seem normal. Thank you. They may not seem normal, but believe me, they're just like you. Wait a minute. Maybe they are not just like you or I.
Geeks.
I was going to say that geeks are humans, but, I would have to say that, if you take a look at the crowd, they're sort of human. These guys really scare me. Listen, thanks for watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night, and we also want to thank the SCERA Theater, first of all, for letting us do this here, and for letting the geeks camp out, for heaven's sake. Let's hear it for the SCERA Theater. Join us next week for more Sci-Fi Sunday Night and more of the best Star Trek reruns that Z24 can afford. Let's hear it. Geeks. Come to the Church of Geek. I'm not the president of the church, but I am in the quorum of the 70, all right? Join us next week on Sci-Fi Sunday Night. Let's hear it, yeah. These are my people.